Hey guys, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my DVD collection, which is over here. I know you can't see it. I know this video is going to be super long because I have a lot of DVDs. I'm not gonna count them all because I have too much and I don't really watch them often. Well, some, not often. But let's get started. First up, I have Justice League. I have Justice League versus Teen Titans, Batman versus Robin, Pokemon Advanced. This is a box set. Next up, I have a boxed set of House, the first season. Next up, I have another box set of House. This is the second season. Next up, I have season 1 of 24, the series. Next up, I have another box set of NCIS. This is the first season. I don't know if I've watched it or not. And the box is a little bit ripped open. I'm not sure what happened. Whoa, jeez. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Next up, I have season 4 of CSI. Next up, I have another boxed set of CSI. This is the first season. Next up, I have season 1 of Law and Order, the original series. Next up, season 9 of Law and Order. Season 1. Next up, I have another boxed set of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. Got this for Christmas from my parents. This is the first season. Next up, I have season 1 of the original Dragon Ball series. Next up, I have season 1 of Dragon Ball Z. I also have a couple Dragon Ball Z games, in case you didn't know. In case y'all didn't know. Next up, season 2 of Dragon Ball Z. Next up, part 7 of Dragon Ball Super. Part 1 of Dragon Ball Super. Next up, season 4 of Dragon Ball Kai. Next up, is a Blu-ray oh, I forgot to mention. This is a collection of my DVD and Blu Ray collection. I'm sorry I forgot to mention. This is the first season of Dragon Ball Kai on Blu-ray. Next up, we have Kiki's Delivery Service, one of the best anime movies out there. One of the best anime movies. Next up, we have Justice League Doom. Next up, we have one of my favorite one of the Peanuts movies, and that is Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. Next up, we have Fantastic Four, and yes, it's a little bit ripped up. I don't know if you can see it or not. Whoa. Next up, we have Season 7 of Chicago PD. I like anything that has police officers in it. Or anything that has courts scenes. Next up, we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas, classic. Next up, we have Grace and Gravity, one of my favorite Christian movies. Next up, we have one of my favorite Christmas movies. I've watched this so many times. I watch it every Christmas when I'm home alone, and that is Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This movie tells the story of how Kris Kringle became Santa Claus. Next up, we have a Blu-ray version of My Hero Academia. This is the first season. I've heard this anime show is very popular, so I wanted to see if it was any good, and it did. Next up, we have the Simpsons Movie. Oh my god, this movie made me laugh so hard I cried. This movie made me cry laughing. There were so many. It's got funny parts, and it's based off the original series of the same name. If you haven't seen this already, go check it out. And what blows me away is that Bart is voiced by a lady when FYI he should be voiced by a dude, not a woman. I'm not trying to be offensive. I don't know why. I guess not all cartoon characters can be voiced by women or men. Yeah, whatever. Next up is It's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown. I have not watched this. This is the only DVD. This is the only Peanuts film that I have not seen besides Be My Valentine, Charlie Brown. But since Easter is coming up, I will have to. But since Easter, I'm not sure when Easter is, but when it comes, I'll have to give this a try. I'll have to see this. Next up, we have The Sound of the Spirit. Got this on Amazon, and I loved it. I've seen it a couple times on Amazon Prime. Next up, we have Superman Returns. I got this. I think I got this from my neighbor, or at my local thrift store. Next up, great movie. This is my all-time favorite Christmas movie, A Charlie Brown Christmas. I've seen this 100 times, and I enjoy it. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, another one of my favorite Charlie Brown movies. Every Halloween I watch this when I'm dressed up while my parents hand out candy. Next up we have a Blu-ray copy of Guardians of the Galaxy. This is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, I think. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. My brother-in-law's mom. These were from my brother-in-law's mom. I did not get this. My brother-in-law's mom got this for me. Next up, we have the Peanuts movie. Haven't seen it. Heard great things about it. I will have to give this a try. So I'll have to pop this in my Xbox when I get a chance. And next up we have Man of Steel. Next up we have the Bourne Legacy. This is the only movie that Matt Damon is not in. Instead, it has Jeremy Renner, Rachel Weisz, and Edward Norton. This is the only Bourne film that Matt Damon is not in. Next up, we have Napoleon Dynamite, one of the funniest movies ever. I saw it when I was a little kid, and me and my younger sister and one of her friends used to do the dance that Napoleon did at his high school talent show. It was really funny. Next up, we have Letters to God. One of my neighbors gave me this, and I thought it was a beautiful film. It's about a little girl who has cancer, and she writes letters to God. Man, I wish heaven had an address so I could send my loved ones a letter. Next up, we have At Jesus' Side, one of the best Christian films out there. Haven't seen it, heard good things about it. Next up, we have another Blu-ray copy of I Still Believe. Next up, we have a DVD, a 3-movie collection: God's Not Dead, God's Not Dead 2, and God's Not Dead: A Light in Darkness. Yeah. Next up, another one of my favorite Christmas movies, The Year Without a Santa Claus. Next up, we have The Polar Express. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Also another one of my favorites. I watch this every Thanksgiving, and it's awesome every time my family comes over. Next up, we have a classic, The Wizard of Oz. I saw a Broadway show that is based on The Wizard of Oz, and it is called Wicked. I've seen it twice, and I love it. It's one of my favorite Broadway shows ever, besides The Lion King. Next up, we have Deadpool. I saw the second one with one of my best friends from college and my cousin, and I saw the first movie and it made me laugh really hard at some parts. Next up, we have Deadpool 2. This is the sequel to the first one. Next up, we have Marvel's Avengers. I also have the PS4 version. Or, not the PS4 version, the Xbox One version. Next up, we have Batman versus the Superman Dawn of Justice. I got to see it in theaters with some of my friends. Next up, we have Anastasia. Loved it. Next up, we have The Amazing Spider-Man. Next up, I have a Blu-ray copy of The Amazing Spider-Man. Got this at my local thrift store. Next up, Jack Frost. Also another Christmas classic. Frosty the Snowman. This has to be my absolute favorite Christmas movie besides A Charlie Brown Christmas. I love it. I've seen it hundreds of times. God's Not Dead, the first one. Fate's Song. Bleh. 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 Fate's Bleh. Fate's Song. Ugh, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Next up we have Marvel Avengers Endgame. Me and a couple of my friends from high school were gonna go see it in theaters, but there weren't enough tickets. So once it came out, I bought it on Amazon, and I have not watched it. Oh, that makes me mad that I had to miss it. Oh well. Okay. Next up, we have God Bless the Broken Road. I saw it on Netflix. And it was great. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched the DVD version, but when I have more time, I will watch this movie. I want to. It's good, and it's made me cry a couple times. Next up, we have The Sound of Music, one of my favorite classic movies. Blah. Brain fart. Next up, we have National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I have not seen this movie, nor have I heard about it, but I've heard it's really good. One of my uncles and I were talking about it. Next up, we have Les Miserables. I saw the Broadway version of this movie a long time ago. Me and my friends went to Spokane and we saw this, and it's great. It's basically about the war, I think. All right. Next up, Grace Unplugged. Also another good Christian movie. Next up, we have a Blu-ray copy of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The Secret Life of Pets. This was from my sister a long time ago. She says it's a really cute movie. The Dark Knight Rises. And I am missing the DVD. I don't know. I am missing the disc. I have no idea. I don't know where it is. Once I'm done making this video, I'll have my mom help me find it. And lastly, Spider-Man 2. Alright. Okay, that does it for my DVD collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, please like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, and have a good day. Peace out. Bye-bye.